Hey everybody, my name is Nick, and this is the Playnalysis of Don't Starve, where we find out what makes a game truly great. This game, Don't Starve, is a survival game where your basic purpose is to survive as long as possible. So I'm at the character select screen, and I'm usually this Wilson guy, this dapper fellow. I'm going to choose one of these honeys over here, though. Wendy looks like a nice sweet piece of ass. Okay, sitting on a gravestone. Has visitors at night. I don't know what that means, but let's find out. Okay, so right away it's going to say, how long will you survive? Which is telling you, if you never played the game, that's all you're basically doing. It's how long you'll survive. This little guy says, hey pal, you don't fucking know me. Don't talk to me. No, he gives you a couple hints about what you do in the game. I'm going to start resource collecting right now. If you don't know what the game is about, you're going to collect a bunch of resources, mix them together, kind of like Minecraft, and just try to survive using the tools that you make. So I'm going to grab some twigs, I'm going to grab some hay, I'm going to grab all that stuff and more. What we're going to talk about mainly in this video is what makes a game fun. As I go south, checking out, give me some more resources. So I got to collect the simple resources first, like, because I can't chop down trees yet until I get an axe. Okay, so what makes a game like this fun? Because it might be kind of hard to define, because this game doesn't really have an ending. You just survive for as long as possible. So on pen and paper, it might not sound that exciting, but you'll find that this game is actually pretty fun due to a nice balance that they've struck with the game. Other games like this are kind of hard to define why they're fun, like Animal Crossing. I know it isn't exactly like this, but it's kind of the same thing that if you look on pen and paper, it just doesn't look that much fun. You do chores for a bunch of crazy animals in your village, and you are enslaved by this Hitler Tom Nook. It's like, what's fun about that? But that game is extremely fun. So what this game offers is a sense of progression through collecting and making more technology and better gadgets, and it has a nice sense of exploration. I'm gonna pick these berries here. You have to eat things and make sure that you have plenty of light at night in order to survive. Those are your two main things that they tell you immediately and that you have to worry about. So finding things to eat and making sure that you can get a campfire to stay nice and warm. So the balance that I'm talking about before is a balance of a lot of mechanics in the game. So the first thing that I immediately noticed when I play this game is that it's very user-friendly in a way that these games can just have these large menus, just show you a bunch of stuff that you can make, and this game doesn't do that. Even though you see this menu over here and you probably think, oh man, there's a ton of shit you can make. But really, you just start out with like these basic menus over here, and you don't have very many things you can build immediately. So you open this, and I'm going to build an axe, because there's really only a couple things you can build by collecting the things that you can collect in the beginning of the game. And that's very nice, because that creates a balance of it's not too complex. It starts out simple and gets complex as you go along, because you have to earn these menus later. So in the beginning, the first item that you're probably ever going to be able to build is an axe or a fire. And those are the two things you need. So that's good design, really good design choices. It's just to have it be what you need in the beginning. So I'm going to be chopping down a few trees here. Making some of this. Making it worth my time. Okay, so there's a couple little rabbits. I can't get them yet because they run in their holes like little jackasses. Psst, pick that up. Okay, so we're gonna travel, and okay, so my day meter is getting a little low. We're gonna go over here, and I think I'm gonna make something real quick. Once again, you're not gonna be able to make all this stuff in the beginning, but it'll come sooner or later. So another point that I wanted to bring up was about balance, was that in these types of games, you want to make the menial tasks less menial later. You want them, so yes, you're gathering sticks and all that stuff, but you don't want to have to be doing that through the whole game. That can make the game not fun because it's not progressing. So if you have to literally gather sticks every day and gather hay every day, then that's just not very rewarding. Open my map there, check out how much coverage I got. So you don't want to have to keep gathering these resources and have that be the whole game. Even though technically it kind of is the whole game, but you still want to show some progress. I think the game handles this fairly well. I think chopping down trees is still, like, it takes way too long. Even later on in the game, you can get better axes, but it just feels like they just break less. It doesn't actually feel like they really help you chop down the tree faster. I could be wrong. Maybe there's some super cool axe that I never even heard of. But you can get other things to make recipes that are more complex. Like you can use beard shavings for some things. Actually, that's kind of a weird question. Like, she doesn't grow a beard. The guy grows a beard, so what does she grow? She grow her downstairs bush, and she just shaves that off? I want to know. I want to know. I've never been the girl before. That's interesting. Okay, so chopping down more trees. I wanted to find some beefalo so I can instantly have a ton of food right from the beginning because I like killing those. Oh shit! What the hell? Oh, okay. Well, those are the visitors, and they apparently kill you. That's my twin sister, Abigail. Okay, that's fine. Looks like she's keeping her distance. I don't know why the fuck she would hurt me then. Okay, but whatever. Sorry, this is a little surprise for me. So, this game has permadeath. I don't think I mentioned that before. Once I die, I'm dead forever. Like, I just start over with nothing. So, it's a pretty big consequence to die then, because you don't want to have to do the collecting every single time. Well, you know, when you just kick it. So, they do a very, very clever thing to make it so you progress outside of your deaths. Which is that even though if you learn how to build these things over here, all the extras, then you don't have to relearn that every single time. You get that through the whole game, which is really, really nice because I actually thought I was gonna have to just like relearn all that stuff, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a hassle. But they also give you new characters as you go along too. That I got this crazy girl who apparently sees ghosts. But anyway, you don't want to make the game too punishing or too easy. You don't want to make it too easy by just saying, well, none of this is really that rewarding because nothing will really kill me. But you also don't want to make it too punishing because you don't want the players to replay the beginning over and over again. So they struck a pretty nice balance that it doesn't feel like there's very many cheap deaths, but there is death through discovery. Like, you don't know what can kill you and what doesn't kill you. Like, you might go up to an animal and just be like, I didn't even know if the rabbits killed you. I didn't even know if they just crawl up your pant leg and just bit your scrot off. I didn't even know that. Like, so I was even scared of the rabbits in the beginning. But then I find out that you run up to them and they just like scream and run back into their holes. And I was like, okay, so I know that these bitches fear me. But other things that you just walk up to and then you just get insta-killed and then you're just like, fuck, now I gotta start over again. But once again, they have you, so you keep these tools over here and all the little things that you make. You always know the recipes now, instead of it being locked like this. Because I haven't researched that one yet. I think that this game can work on the risk and reward system, though. That there's, oh crap, I am hungry, I'm just talking away here and I need to cook some food. I like that they give you little things like that they say, oh, I'm hungry, feed me. But I think there should be a even better sense of exploration. Once again, I'm not judging this game, like saying that it's this is just stuff they need to work on. They're constantly updating. I don't remember when this game is even coming out. But so far for a beta, this is extremely good. I am extremely satisfied with the beta. But I think, like I was saying, that there should be more of a risk and reward system, that going places further away or more of an exploration should yield a higher risk but more reward, like some resources that you can't normally get. But generally, walking around in the game, you could be nomadic the whole time and you could pretty much survive. There's these things that, I'm not going to give anything away, but there are certain things that spawn a certain amount of days in, and it makes it very, very hard to survive, especially when the first time you meet these things, where they're just like, "Whoa, you survive for it's a week, I think," and then they spawn. It's so they give you your first biggest challenge, and like I died a couple of times, even figuring out. I was like, "What the hell are these things?" Because they basically will maul you and eat your living flesh. Okay, I'm gonna try to find those beefalo real quick. And try to stab them in their uterus. Let's keep traveling. Yeah, let's go ahead and aggro these spiders real quick. Yeah, they love that. Just chopping them. There's a bunch of different patterns for all the enemies in the game. Like at first, the tactic is usually just run away and make sure to get a couple swipes in and just run. You can't do this for all the enemies. Some enemies are extremely way more difficult. Oh, okay, this is interesting. I never had one of these before, like a land bridge or something. That's why I probably couldn't find it. Wonder if it's super easy to survive over here, because you just have like, you just build your little hut right here. I don't even know if you can build anything on there, but that's pretty interesting. Wow, this is pretty long bridge. Yeah, my last island didn't have that. It was just totally one giant piece. And the pigmen, yeah, the pigmen. I don't have any food for them, I don't think. I think they want meat. Eat. They want meat, which is really weird because they're pigs. But I mean, that's fine. You know, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge. And here's this fat ass over here. I just want to stab him. He never eats my meat. That's what she said. Or I said he never. So, yeah. Okay, still looking for the beefalo. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wrap up now because it's been a while. I want to thank everybody for watching my videos or this video, and watch my other videos. And I'm just gonna let this campfire slowly fade out and let the night take me away. But thanks everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.